blustery, cool afternoon. It's at 45 at my house. Computer said 44, 43, something like that. Actually, and then my other computer used a different program, said it was 50, so I don't know. All I know is it's not warm. And my little thermometer on here was 50 when I got in the shed, but that's because I got a couple of bright lights on and this little small heater that I keep it just above freezing, but I guess it's keeping it a little bit warmer than above freezing, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit to get the mail and go for a little ride. Sweatpants on underneath my jeans, my riding jacket with the liner, which is basically a spring or fall jacket I mentioned before. Usually I'll wear a sweatshirt under it for cooler temperatures, but when it gets like this, I just put my riding jacket on, and then I put my Bay Packers jacket on over the top of that, which is down-filled and only a part zipper in the front pullover, so that the wind doesn't blow through at all at the zipper area, and it keeps, between those two, it keeps me super warm. I actually start sweating at first until I get going. And these sweatpants might not be enough because I can feel the coolness on my knees, a little below my knees already. Got some long underwear, but that doesn't seem like it's any warmer. Might have to try that instead. This just doesn't feel warm enough. And then I put what I thought were insulated socks, but I don't think they are. And then my regular socks, and then a pair of thick, heavy winter socks over the top of that. And these boots, because they're slightly oversized, that all fits in there really good. And so far my toes aren't bad. Just a few minutes, but with my toes and fingers I can tell pretty quick. My hands are really warm. Winter gloves on. They're actually ski gloves. And then I got a pair of Thinsulate liners that I got put inside of that besides. Looks a little thick and hard on the grips, but I get used to it. Between that, windshield and hand guards, keeps my feet nice, and, I mean my hands and my feet. Yeah, my hands nice and toasty. I was gonna go up to the bank today, and I don't know if I'll make it that far, so didn't bring my money bag with me. Guess I probably won't go that far because it's this cool down here. It's gonna be probably in the low 30s up there, if that. And I just got over being sick the last 3 days, so don't want to do anything to bring that back. That's where I used to go back and do my practice riding, and started working back in there, and now they got barrels and a sign saying keep out, so now I know for sure I can't go back there no more. So I'm gonna find me a new practice place. So what I want to do is I want to practice a lot of those turns and stuff that I showed in my practice video there, and in the videos that I've seen, I practiced a lot of that with my heavy stuff on, the gloves and everything, because you don't have as much grasp on the grips as you do without them. So you gotta be able to ride with all the gear on too in the winter. So this is my first video in a while, because I wasn't feeling good and we had some other things come up. I wasn't able to get out and do videos. Did do my sermon, I got cut in half, and I found out that the 1080 for some reason cuts off at 24 minutes, but then it starts right back up, and when I checked it, it actually started or stopped and started without a glitch at all. It's two separate videos if you look at my YouTube channel, but it's actually word for word. It just stops right there, so it starts right back up. So it wasn't bad, but I wanted to make it one solid thing, so I called Garmin, see what they said, and they said that it will naturally do that on the 1080 because of the length of time to upload. So I'm trying 720p this weekend for my sermon and see if that makes a difference. And today I'm testing 720p on the ride, just to check that out too, because it takes so long to upload these videos, and I want to see if that makes any kind of difference at all. I'd rather use the 1080, but if the 720 is clear enough, then it really won't make a whole lot of difference. One thing I noticed last time, I was talking a little too quiet, and I just noticed myself probably doing that again now, so I'm going to speak up a little bit. Get these earplugs in and everything, and I think everything's just loud, but it's not. So anyway, yeah, we're going to try the 720p, and I'll try and upload it, put it on YouTube. Probably kind of a useless video just to look at and see the difference, but well, not useless, at least be able to see the difference. And then maybe I'll put a little poll up for if you can really tell the difference between the 1080 and the 720, and if it's enough to make a difference in the actual videoing. There's one thing about the 1080, it's at 30 I think it's FPS is what they call it, feet per second, and then the more expensive cameras go to 60 on the 1080. With this one on 720 it goes to 60 FPS, so maybe because of the faster speed it'll be pretty close to the same quality. I did try just a little short test video and deleted it right away. 2 1-minute shots, one with the 1080, one with the 720. And just sitting still in the room with low light, didn't look like there was a whole lot of difference at all. So I'm thinking if we could do that, hopefully out on the road, in the bright light, it won't make much difference. We'll see. If it does, then I'll just have to put up with the long upload times to get the better quality, because I know personally I like, when I watch other people's videos, I like to see good quality in the video, plus the good sound. If you can't hear it, it almost makes it useless to want to even watch it. And if you can't see it real well, it also kind of turns me off on watching it. So I've heard other people say that the video quality doesn't make as much difference as a sound, which I would agree with, but some would say that don't really worry about the video quality as long as you can really hear it. But like I said, personally, it doesn't do it for me. I gotta see, I don't know, it's just me, I guess. I like high quality. We had a 720p TV several years back, and it's a nice TV. I got blessed years ago working in sales, selling extended warranties. I won a bunch of silver, which I look back now, the year I sold it, if I would have waited another year, I would have made $4 an ounce more, but oh well, that happens. But anyway, I was able to sell that and buy the TV, so that didn't really cost us anything, so that was really cool. We were still living up on the Navajo reservation as missionaries then, so we got provided for that way. And then later on, one of our kind of local chain stores was going out of business. I don't know if any of you heard of Back East or anything. It's pretty much a kind of southwest type of area, I think. Ultimate Electronics. They went out of they were going out of business, and I was able to buy a good 65-inch DLP 1080p TV, which was really cool because the DLPs were going for a lot less than the flat screens at the time, plus the closeout, so I got that thing dirt cheap. So 65-inch instead of a 50-inch that we had, 1080p, and I could really see the difference. Yes, I wear glasses, but I guess my glasses are pretty good because I could really tell. And gave my son the other TV, and then when he moved out, I just gave it to him to take with him. So, but anyway, that's kind of my story with the 720 to 1080. I just like the higher quality so much better. Before that 50-inch, we had the old tube TV, which are totally obsolete now, but bought that when it was on sale. Shortly after we moved out here, and we still had money left from selling our home. So it was a 1080i, not 1080p, but it was still super good quality, 30-inch tube. But the thing weighed literally over 100 pounds, and because of the size of it, there's no way one person could lift it unless you're real big, wide, long arms. So it took two of us to move that thing anytime we had to move it. Gave that to my son when we bought the 50-inch DLP. And then as we teach to give, when we gave him the 50, when we got the 65, he gave the 30 to one of his friends that didn't have a TV. So we always do that kind of stuff, and we tend to see that helps bless others tremendously, and we don't do it for a blessing back, but that's just the way it works. What's going on the Honda forum, I don't want to get all religious, but I'll just tell you that's just the way it works. You bless somebody and you get blessed back. You don't do it for the blessing, but you get blessed. So just thank God for that. And then for my son to even in everything that's going on in his life, for him to just give me the pipes and say, do what you want with them. Off of his bike, when we put the Cobra low boys on, he gave them to me, and then he decided to sell his bike, so he said, wait until I sell it to make sure I don't need to put them back on, so I did that. But then he said, keep them, they're yours. You helped me out a lot with putting the Cobrazon and rejetting it and all that kind of stuff. You can have them, sell them, do what you want with them. And then, as you all know, our great friend who does the Broke Bikers Ministry, Dennis, or Captain D, as he's known on the site, put in a request that he wanted those pipes, and I told him he could have them for free plus shipping. And unfortunately, he's like I am, didn't have the money for shipping, so. But I, again, without getting religious, I'll just say I prayed and was led to know what to do, and I just put it out there. And within a couple days, all the money was accounted for, and within a couple more, all the money was in hand, and within a couple more, the pipes were packed and on a UPS truck on the way. And today, Friday, the 18th of November, I say that because I'm not sure if this video will get on here today, he will be receiving those pipes UPS. As of when I left, still set out for delivery, so just waiting until he gets them to see what he thinks. One thing that I do, I was kind of propping up the Broke Bikers Ministry with this video, I guess. What I like to do is only give something that I would want to get. I've had it happen so much through the church where people would just think they're giving a whole lot of good stuff, you know, giving clothes and everything, and we end up going through it and throwing half or more out because it's got holes in it, or it's faded too bad, or whatever. And yeah, there might be people out there that would be happy to wear them, but I wouldn't, and so I wouldn't want to give that to somebody. So it's the same thing with the Broke Bikers. So when I pulled those pipes out to wrap them, I found that they had scratches, real light scratches, but nonetheless scratches down the side. So I let Captain D know, because again, I don't want to waste anybody's money, and I was ready to send everybody's money back if they weren't acceptable. But he was just so grateful to get them, and telling me about other things on his bike that he doesn't really care, just as long as they work, don't have holes in them, not rusted, which they don't. They were only on the bike for like maybe 2,000 miles at most, a little more. And the only thing they had was a little bluing from overheating when I ran it in the winter. And I buffed most of that out, and he told me don't mess with that stuff either. He says don't worry about it. Like I said, I'm the type of guy I want to give what I would want to get. So I cleaned up the best I could with deep bluing stuff. If anyone remembers back when I did that, I worked on them quite a bit. But once I got them off the bike, of course, whatever you couldn't reach, you could see. So anyway, buffed them out real good, packed them up and sent them on the way, because he said don't worry about it. Whatever they are, they're a lot better than what he's got. Honestly, if you don't see them on the right angle in the light and stuff, you probably won't even notice it. But I'm picky and I notice all kinds of stuff. So anyway, just saying that to kind of prop up the Broke Bikers Ministry. If you got something that you want to give, put it up there. And then now we got the Christmas giveaway, and don't, again, like last year, we say don't take away from the Christmas giveaway. If you got something that you want to just give, if I remember right, how that works is you put something up that you can give, and then you have the right to claim something that someone else put up that they want to give. And price difference doesn't really matter. It's just thought that counts what you can give. So I put up a few things the last couple of years that no one really needed or wanted, but I was still blessed back with a pair of ISO mini pegs that ended up they're on the rear now for my wife. We were originally on the front, and then I also got a helmet for my wife. So and there can be some huge blessings that you can get. Because at the time, and it's still, even now it was worse. I don't have the money at all to buy a helmet for my wife. So even though she doesn't ride much with me, the times that she does, we've got that available because we got blessed with that. So I guess maybe this is for both the Christmas giveaway and Broke Bikers. Be a part of it if you can, if you want to. For me, it's more of the blessing of being able to give if I have something. And I'm gonna probably put some pegs up on there this year. I got them on right now for the Broke Bikers, but they've been on for probably 6 months maybe. I have to look it up, but I'll advertise them here because this will be going on that site. They're Kuryakin ISO pegs, Trident ISO pegs they're called. They're black, they're excellent. They're about almost, well, I think about 3/4 inch wider than the standard Honda front pegs, and almost twice as thick, a lot more rubber, super comfortable. But as everyone knows, for between my back and my knees, I just need that flat plate on the bottom. And I had the minis on for a long time, and my feet were kind of angling off on them, which I couldn't just get them set right. So I put them on the rear, and I got these ISOs on sale real cheap, because they're the old style without just the slip-on adapters instead of the I can't think of the name of them now, but the ones with the bumps on them to hold them in a certain place. But the slip-on work just as good. When you tighten them up, they stay put without a problem. That's what my minis are on the back, and that's what these are that I want to give away. So anyway, I got them on the Broke Bikers Ministry, and I'll probably put them up on the Christmas one. I'm still deciding whether I want to redo these front floorboards, put those on so I can adjust the angle before I actually decide to really give those away or not, because I could rework them to fit on these then I'd be able to adjust the angle. Right now I put the stock pegs, rework them to fit underneath so that they fit real nice, but there's no way to change the angle, but they're actually perfect for right now. But like I said, I don't know, once I have my surgery and stuff, things might change and they might not, so kind of waiting a little bit on that. But if you want those, they're still listed on the Broke Bikers Ministry. Let me know you want them, and once I decide what to do here, I'll let you know that I gotta use them, or I will send them to you. Anyway, it's probably getting really long, but I just really want to prop up those things because blessings. Here I am past the interruption, past the bank that I said I wasn't going to go all the way up to because I'm just talking and riding and you forget about how cold it is. But anyway, just because of the blessing that can happen, and that's one of the things I really felt for Dennis is starting up that ministry. And even though it's not used as much as I'd like to see it used, and probably not as much as he'd like to see it used, it is being used. People are being blessed, and I just felt just for that reason alone to bless him back with those pipes. So, and then the others that gave the money to be able to send them, I explained, I think, to a couple of them and exactly the whole story, and throughout other posts you can see the whole story. Yeah, there's a couple of bikes out. Well, not out, they're out, but they're in the bar. The people are anyway. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So if you got something for the Christmas giveaway, put it on there. Don't detract from that. And if you got something that